Hey guys, Rachel here. If you're new to my channel, make sure you hit like and subscribe, and hello. And if you're returning, welcome back. This video is based on life as a podium dancer. If you're after the more fitness-based videos, check out my next one, which will be out in a couple of weeks. Or if it's army related, again, it'll be out in a couple of weeks. But if you want to know what it's like dancing in clubs or doing ring girling events or promo gigs, then keep watching. So my first question is, what is a podium dancer? I've come up with a showreel, which is almost everything that I've done. I've usually taken pictures and videos everywhere that I've gone. There's only some events where I haven't, or the footage just isn't that great, so I haven't put it on here, but I will upload a showreel now. get into it. So I was learning pole dance at a pole studio in Great Bar, and my pole teacher at the time, she'd put a message on Facebook asking for podium dancers for New Year's Eve. I'd wanted to get into podium dancing as an extra way of earning some money and networking, getting to know new people, potentially getting different kinds of jobs, and it all started from there really. So I did my first gig at a club in Birmingham city centre, and then from then I got to know different people from different agencies or people that work for different agencies, and I just seemed to get more work then coming in. I started doing more boxing gigs, and again started meeting more people. I started doing more festivals. I was already doing quite a bit of promo work beforehand. It was just a case of if I was free, I'd do it. How good is the pay? I think that's a subjective question. Personally, I don't usually do jobs based on the money. Some of them I do because I think, you know, to an extent you've got to know your worth, but then at the same time I've been in jobs before where I've not been happy and I've thought the money's not quite worth it. So I'll take a step back and do a lesser paid job, more for the satisfaction. I would say that the pay's good, but sometimes it's not that good, but it's more what you get from it other than the pay. Like I said, you get to network, you meet so many more people. I got to meet some celebrities. I got to do photo shoots from it. You know, you get looked after when you're on nights out, and you make loads more friends. So for me, the pay's great. Do you get many girls being dickheads, and how do you deal with it? Yes, we do get lots of girls being dickheads, and it's quite a shame because for us all we do is we get there, we get changed, we walk up to the stage, we do our job, we come back off the stage, go and chill in the changing rooms, have a drink, go to the toilet, check our phones, and then we do it all over again until the end of the shift. Then we get paid and we go home. But there's always some girls at the side of the stage pointing, chatting to the mates, they're trying to imitate you, and at the end of the day you can either get stressed out, you can get upset, you can get angry, or you can ignore it. What I like to do is, you know, I start kind of dancing with them. If they're taking the mick out of me, then I'll start taking the mick out of them, but I'll be doing it a better way because I'm the dancer. Not only that, you've got to remember that you're the one that's on stage getting paid to do that. So they've had to pay to get in the club, they've had to get themselves completely dolled up, which has probably taken them quite a while. They've had to pre-drink, they've had to buy drinks in the club, or they might not have, maybe they've got some guys to get them drinks, but at the end of the day, you're getting just as many vibes from being in that club, except you're sober, or you know, you can have the odd drink if you want, as long as you're not drunk. I don't like to drink on gigs. So you're sober and you're getting paid for it. So who's the fool in the situation? So you can't let it get to you. And if you do, that, you know, that's your way of dealing with things. But I just think if somebody's getting to you that much, then maybe it's not the right gig for you. I mean, it's going to happen occasionally, but ultimately you have to think, you know, if you want to do this week in and week out, you've got to find a way to just let it go. Literally ignore them. How does dance make you feel? It depends what kind of dance I'm doing, but also what kind of mood I'm in before I'm dancing. So podium dancing, I feel good because, you know, for me it is a profession. You have got to have skills to be a podium dancer. It's not just a case of get up there and look sexy. There is more that comes with it, and I feel good because I'm able to do that. You know, I feel grateful, I feel humbled, I feel happy, I feel sexy. At the end of the day, that you get hired because you look good, and I take so much pride in looking good sometimes. But no, I feel really good, and I love being on stage. I love having the ability to be on stage and to have something to give. So I don't know, I can't really describe how it makes me feel, but it just makes me feel good. And you know, I always, when I'm dancing, I pick a spot that I look at and I just focus on that, and then everything else just kind of zones out. It's a nice little getaway, I guess. How do you look so good in everything? I don't. When I started podium dancing, I actually looked awful. If you've seen some of the photos from when I started, you'll understand why. I was always very pale, I was quite skinny, I didn't really have that much shape. I was really bad at doing my makeup as well. Like, I wasn't rubbish, like I could still do a decent face of makeup, you know, compared to like some people that I've seen that, you know, they just haven't got a clue, which is fine. But if you want to do a job where wearing your makeup is part of that, you have to get good at it. And I do remember messaging my agent and I was like, how come all the other girls are getting so much more work and I'm not? And she was like, you kind of need to make yourself look a bit more glam. So I was like, alright, sweet. I mean, it kind of forced me to change my look a little bit, but then I felt so much better for it afterwards. I learned how to put eyelashes on, probably not good, but I still learned how to do it. I started doing my makeup better. I started putting a bit of fake tan on. I hate wearing fake tan, I absolutely hate it. It looks streaky, it smells, it runs. My friend showed me this instant tan, so I started putting that on all over. I'd get to my gig and just be there trying to like put it on my legs or my abs or my arms or whatever quickly. Yeah, from then I just started taking even more pride with my appearance then. You know, I always go to the gym, I try and keep myself fit, I eat a lot of rubbish, I don't eat a lot of rubbish, I eat what I want, but I still always make sure that I'm in shape. Where do you get outfits from? Whoever hires you, they've normally got the outfits for you, but there's been some gigs where I haven't gone through an agent, I've just gone through myself and whoever I've booked it with. So in that case, you just basically find a decent looking bodysuit, one that's not too revealing, it looks smart, looks sexy. You've got to know what club it is that you're going to as well, because that depends on what outfit you wear, or if there's an event, does your outfit match the event? I found 2 outfits that I'd bought were from Pretty Little Thing, and it was just these nice bodysuits. I bought a couple of blue ones and a couple of white ones. The thing is with outfits as well, which I know this has kicked up a fuss in the past, so many people have been like, how come you don't hire bigger people? But it's usually the agents and the people that do normally want to do podium dancing. It's because, you know, they're all like a certain size, and you know, I found that most people, they're around size 6, 8, 10. You don't usually get people above that that are mega confident in doing it. There will be people that, you know, that don't mind it, but when it comes to outfits, you have to go with the majority. You know, they always end up getting size 6, 8 or 10. What makes a good podium dancer? Obviously, you've got to be able to dance. I've known podium dancers in the past that they cannot dance at all. If you look good, it's fine, but look around you at every single club, there's good looking people all around. The whole point in getting a podium dancer is so that you can watch somebody dancing. For me, when I was younger, I think I actually remember watching podium dancers and I didn't know how to dance in clubs. So a part of me copied them a little bit, but it's more entertainment. You know, like, you're not going to go to a concert and expect people to sing that can't sing, so why would you want to see a podium dancer that can't dance? Obviously, dancing, number one. I think it's really important as well to have a good personality, to be outgoing, smiley, 100% friendly. You know, you've got to be nice to the people that are hiring you, you've got to be nice to the people that are watching you, you've got to be nice to the people that are looking after you. So if you're walking in all moody, like, oh, I don't want to do this, or oh, this is too much, what do you think's going to happen? Are you going to come back? Probably not. It's not a great look. So I think absolute professionalism, character, personality, dancing, smiling. But not only that, you've got to be quite strong-skinned. You know, we do go through quite a lot of shit, whether it's guys, girls. You've got to be able to put up with all that. You know, there's been quite a few times where I've been in clubs and I've been walking through to the stage and I've either had guys grab my bum or slap my bum. I do remember this one time at the start of my podium dancing career where there was a guy and he'd grab me on the way to the stage, then he tried to grab me on the way back as well, and then the third time he grabbed me again, but this time he was a little bit more aggressive. And, you know, like, I was only little at this time, but I mean, aside from that fact, you should not be grabbing girls in the club. But he did, and I pushed him off, and he pushed me back, and he was like, what did he say? He said something and he swore at me, and he was like doing all this in my face. And then luckily the bouncer saw like straight away, so they came and kicked him out. But that was just one occasion. There's so many times that this happens. One question that we get all the time is, oh, I bet you get loads of lads hitting on you. And it's quite a crappy question, because it's not like that. We get quite a lot of guys that violate our personal space. Not to mention, most of the guys that do any of this stuff, they're all drunk. So why would we want to pick somebody up that's drunk? I mean, if we were drunk, it might be a different story, but I mean, even then, don't really like to pick up drunk guys in a club. Do you truly enjoy it? I actually do. I do really enjoy it. I miss it so much. This whole year, 2020, it's just been rubbish. I've only had a few gigs. I mean, I had the first couple of months. I've had a couple since, and yeah, it does make you miss it. I mean, it is very draining sometimes. You know, every Saturday night you could be up till 2, 3, 4 a.m, maybe even a bit later, depending on what gig it is and where it is. But like I said at the start of the video, you make so many new friends, you make so many new connections. It's not just a job, like you really do get so many more benefits from working as a podium dancer. Not to mention, you have to be more like self-conscious about how you look, but it's not in an unhealthy way. You know, you can still be yourself, you can still have like a little bit of chub here and there. Confidence is the most sexy thing. As long as you look half decent and you're confident with it, then you're fine. But yes, I do really enjoy it. How much do you miss working with me? Loads. Yeah, I miss working with all my mates, to be fair. You know, going to get food afterwards or food before. I'll never forget this one gig. It was for this Vietnamese guy, and I took my friend, and it was just the most bizarre event ever. I'm sure it was on Christmas Eve. So we're at this club on Broad Street. I think it was Zara's or something. We got there, and then there's all this like music that we couldn't understand, like blasting out. And they were like, oh, okay, we're gonna go get food. Like, we'll feed you, don't worry. We're like, okay. And then we're waiting for ages, like, I mean, are you gonna feed us? Because like, we are actually starving. Then we had to drive to the restaurant. Then they're like, oh shit, no, we've got to go and do some more things like before we can eat. So then we had to come all the way back, did more like sound checks, and it was just mental. Like, I can't even get that out of my head. What it was like. I remember, I think I even found like a £5 note or something, or they'd give me £5 for petrol and then I didn't end up driving or something like that. No, it was £5 for parking. But yeah, I remember sending a video to some of the other girls, and then eventually we did do this gig, and we actually went down. There was another part of the club that was just more hip hop and R&B. So we went down there and we were like, is anyone dancing on this stage? And they were like, no. And they were like, can we dance on here? Like, can we just do a set each? And he was like, yeah, cool. And the guy had just started his set. So, you know, the room was like kind of empty at this point. There was not many people that had come into the club just yet. But then as we were on the stage, people started coming upstairs and they started like crowding around us. And for us, like, that was just amazing, because we weren't even supposed to be there. They probably haven't really had that many podium dancers on the stage, or maybe they hadn't seen many, but you know, it felt great to have so many people watching us and whistling. And then we went and did our actual set, and they had smoke flying everywhere and foam, and then we were getting soaked. And then, you know, people were like chucking notes at us on the stage. Not like we were strippers. We have had that before, where they chuck notes at you like you're a stripper. But no, these people, they were chucking notes, they were trying to pass it to us while we were dancing. And it was more like oh, you're doing a great job. So that was really nice. We were like, oh, you know, join us to ankle grind and do a bit of fire. You know, we don't mind doing a bit of extra, it'll switch it up a bit for us. So they were like, yeah, okay, cool. So, you know, G did fire, I did angle grinding. Yeah, it was just mental. And then went home afterwards and we were like, what actually just happened? Let's shoot. Well, depends what you want to shoot, where you want to shoot it. Let me know. Is it trade? Is it paid? No, seriously, like, if you want to shoot, just let me know. Right, of course there's always some dodgy questions, but I'm not going to answer those. Are you seeing someone, and if so, how do they feel about it? So at the moment, no, I'm not. Totally staying away from smelly boys. No, but I was seeing somebody, but not while I was podium dancing, it was while all the clubs were shut. I did get a lot of stick for dancing when I wasn't dancing, so I dread to think what stick I would have got if I was actually dancing at the time. But no, there's some guys that are like, oh no, I could never date a girl that dances in a club. She's always getting so much attention and there's always guys throwing herself on her. But then these are the same guys that will post topless videos or topless pictures on Instagram. In my eyes, if a guy tries to stop you from doing something like that, stay away from him. Nobody wants to be controlled like that. Or obviously it's a judgment call. If you're happy with the guy, that's fine. But me personally, I will never, ever, ever let somebody control me again, because I was even considering quitting dance for this guy. I know, right? How stupid does that sound? Can I take you on a date? Really sorry, but no. Not because it's you, just because it's anybody. I don't want to go on a date with anybody at all. No, seriously, I'm staying away from dating at the moment. Completely career focused. It's been a long time coming, but I'm in a really good place at the moment. So the answer is ever so politely no, but thank you anyway. Do you think it's cliquey? It can be. It's like anything though. If you go to work, there's going to be cliques. If you go to dance classes, there's going to be cliques. If you go to the gym, there's going to be cliques. So yeah, there are cliques, but there's cliques everywhere. The best way to get around it is to not let those cliques bother you. If you want to say hi, or if you feel like they're not saying hi but they should, just say hi. Do you know what I mean? So if you like this video, make sure you hit like and subscribe. Check out my other videos. Make sure you check out my new video. It'll be out within the next couple of weeks. Hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you found it useful in some way. If you've got any questions at all, whether it's fitness related or dance related or army related, I'll go through what I can. Again, by no means do I class myself as a soldier yet. I haven't even started basic training, but everything that I report in regards to my army training, it's simply what has helped me so far, or it's what I'm doing that I know is going to help me for when I do start. Stay safe.